My name is Rhapsody, his name is Orbital Potato, and welcome back to ShellShock Live. Did you recognize in the first episode that I said Slay the Spire?
Yeah, I did, but I think everyone sort of thought it was a joke, so they let it go.
No. See, the thing is, sometimes when I mess up and people point it out, I'm like, well, in the future, I'm going to intentionally mess up, and now it's a joke, right?
I know. Yeah.
But then people start to correct me, and I'm like, now it's a joke. Like, you could have corrected me before because I was wrong initially, but now it's a joke. Backflap, footworks, caltrop, etc., etc., etc. Glacier, Grave.
Oh, of course. Oh man, I know exactly what you mean. Oh, there we go. Hey.
Ooh, not bad.
That's pretty good.
Ah, damn it! I get to waste my first two shots, so.
Oh, sorry. I had silly balls. I apologize profusely.
It is insane how many of those decided to miss you.
This game actually has an artificial intelligence for each of those balls, and it calculates, game theory, projectile theory, all of that complicated stuff, and it just so happens that none of them hit me.
You hit me with 3. Oh, justice!
Justice.
Yeah, no, I got a glass of water here, but I've run out. Now it's just ice. It's just ice.
You're kidding. Yeah.
That's literally true. Because I actually have Oh,
what?
damn!
Oh.
Is that the most damage we've ever done with that weapon?
I think so. It's always really exciting when you do like a lot of damage with a really boring weapon, because then you're guaranteed lots of XP for it, which means that you can get leveled up to the next boring level of that boring weapon.
Yeah, I don't know how many weapons in this game are bad on the base level and then are really good past that. I don't know if there are any. Okay. That's not bad. I mean, considering that you had to contend against the different map annoyances there.
Yeah, and the wind as well. The wind is I'm not good at judging wind. Come on, come on.
Oh, yikes!
This just feels unfair, actually.
Oh, that's gonna curve and get the back. No,
gonna go the entirely wrong way. Oh. That could have been awesome.
It could have been.
It wasn't.
It was a good shot though.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Right, I'm gonna give you this.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Right. First of all,
what's that?
What is the hitbox for my tank, right? Because I swear I was about 30 miles away from that detonation.
Yeah.
That was that.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
It's the Clover Fallout.
I still feel like
it's not the Clover Blast that kills you. It's the Clover Fallout.
I feel like that's a really ineffective analogy for what is a piece of grass.
Oh.
Hashtag, a clover is just a glorified piece of grass. Don't at me.
Did you just put "don't at me" in a hashtag?
Yeah.
I think the @ sign breaks the hashtag formatting. My apologies for that.
I mean, it depends where you do it, right?
I guess. Sure. I'm assuming you're talking about Twitter.
You see, that was where you're wrong. That was where you're wrong. But because I actually meant it as a joke in the verbal interpretation. Just to clear that up,
Oh, I'm glad you did. I would have labored under misconception.
You're kidding me. Really? 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 Oh.
I mean, now I have to readjust, and you're not in the pit that I'd set you in. So, as far as I'm concerned, that was a really good result for you.
Yeah, I know. Oh, really difficult for you to readjust with that auto-aiming weapon right there. Yeah, really feel for you there, man.
As well you should.
Okay. Da.
Actually, slight behind the scenes note, have you been having trouble with mic popping? Because I'm hearing your mic pop a little bit.
Am I? Is it? It shouldn't be.
Do you have your Logitech C920 webcam still plugged in?
No, I do not.
Ah, okay. Well, then I'll get to troubleshooting this off air, because here I thought that was going to be me swooping in with the victory of, aha, well, I've discovered an issue with the C920 drivers and their cooperation with OBS, which is true.
Ah.
Static link.
Very interesting.
I think static link actually now just means I win.
Go for it.
No! You got real protected there, bud.
Yeah, I know I did. I feel like that was kind of good. I've got guppies, right? But I've shafted guppies so much in the past that I don't even want to contemplate using it, and I feel kind of embarrassed that I even considered it.
Mm-hmm.
Help me. Talk me down from this.
So you've got the double
please.
damage, and you've got the guppies. Oh. The guppies would have done that. What is this? No, you know what? Screw you. You're dying this turn. No ifs, ands, ors.
Come on, dude. Oh. That was a good shot, actually. That was pretty legit.
Thanks.
Yeah. Speaking of legit, how many items do you have? Because like I've got like 30 that are just like unused.
Yeah, we don't really tend to use those. Let me have a quick wee bit look. It's 10, 17 total.
Yeah, because I've got. Yeah, I literally have about 30. In fact, I think it's more than 30 actually.
If you want, you can start using them.
I don't really feel like I like using them. Like they're not they're not conducive to fun. You know?
Yeah, no, I feel that. Ooh, I get the opening shot with the double damage. Hell yeah.
Retreat. Retreat with haste. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, game. Give me something good to work with.
No!
Ooh.
That'd have been a sweet hundo right there, just cracking it off.
A costly miss. A sweet hundo just cracking it off, excuse me?
Yeah. Cracking off those hundos.
Cracking off those hundos.
I've been saying that for ages now. I think I picked it up from Comedy Bang Bang, actually, the podcast.
Comedy Bang Bang?
Hosted by Scott Aukerman.
Oh,
Sure
of
good.
course. I love Scott.
It's like a improv comedy podcast.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough. Ooh, speaking of improv comedy podcast, I started listening to one recently, actually. It's called Mission to Zix.
Ooh,
Have you heard of
I'm unfamiliar.
It's legit. It's like a total. It's basically like a parody of like Star Wars and Star Trek and all of the sci-fi tropes.
Oh, okay.
And it's basically all improvised. It's done by a guy called Alden Ford.
Alden Ford. I'm
you know.
unfamiliar with the name as well.
I know. It's pretty legit. Anyway, it's really funny. I would thoroughly recommend it in terms of I really enjoyed it.
And that's
So, you
Zix as in Z-I-X?
ZY Mission to Zix. ZYX? Zix? I think it's spelled like that.
All right, you know what? This is my book report. Next time we're going to sit down for a series, I'll have something to talk about with regards to this. If you at home want to play along and know what we're referring to when we have said discussion, feel free to go and look up Mystery of Zix or whatever that's called.
Mystery of Six. Mission to Six. I just told you. Forget.
Listen to you.
You know what I've started thinking about recently, right?
I don't actually.
I did.
You can share that and make it a lot easier.
Okay. I did. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. what I've started thinking and I've started realizing, right, is that, you know, for ShellShock Live, right? I imagine this is probably quite different for you because you've got, you know, like hour-and-a-half long videos in some cases. But for me, right, like ShellShock Live has the longest average watch time, right? So we basically have until 10 minutes in the video, at least from my perspective, to get all of the interesting stuff in, right? And after 10 minutes, we can just cruise, right? We can just say nothing for the rest of the episode.
Well, actually, you wanna go a level further than that? Okay. I put an ad at the start of videos and then generate one in the middle. So after the middle of a video, I don't have to care anymore.
Wow. Wow. That's legit, dude.
Obviously,
that is legit.
Obviously, that's not the way that I actually approach things, but still.
I mean,
sometimes I pull out the strongest stuff in the last couple minutes because that's when the emotions are running highest. That's when everything's at its peak.
Oh, God. That was... oh, yikes. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I love this weapon. No, you've got me.
There we go. Okay. That's good. I felt like that was deserved. Yeah. That's fair. I mean, I was going to say, you know, for like one of your Slay the Spire videos that could conceivably run up to like, you know, an hour and 20 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Halfway in would be like 40 minutes. Like, that's quite...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
quite impressive.
It kind of passes by in an instant for me.
Yeah.
I'm still enamored with the game on a level that I don't really understand how I still am as interested, but it just passes in an instant.
Mm-hmm. No! Robbed. Here's
Call me Bryden because I've been robbed.
Here's a question. So Slay the Spire, right? Obviously, it's made you an internet celebrity. Can you explain to me how I'm supposed to play the blue guy?
The defect.
Is that what he's called? I have no idea.
Yep. Okay, so... Well, I mean... No, not really. there's a bunch of different ways to play. I think I remember having a conversation with Steejo actually shortly after the defect was released. Because we were both kind of doing the same kind of, like, on the grind, trying to learn this character as quickly as possible dealio. And we had a discussion about the power stacking build, which is still kind of super strong, but I don't know. I'm getting some, like, value defects. I'm getting some, like, orbless defects going on. I'm getting some, like, dunk 'em with the Sunder kind of defects. It's interesting. It's interesting. Snecko-eye defects. Wild.
Sorry, just to pause you for 2 seconds. There's a couple of new game modes here that I have like literally, I don't think I've ever seen before.
We have played Charge.
Have we played Charge?
Yup.
Have we played Shocker?
No. Turn it on. Let's go.
SHOCCER?
Oh god, that's definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah, certainly. Only 1.26 times experience, which makes me think that it's not. Oh, hey, dude, this is interesting.
So do I have to? How am I?
Do I just like fire through the goal, or like am I supposed to?
No, I think this ball has probably got to be involved somehow.
Oh, so you can see it too. Okay, so it's not just me.
You've been having some hallucinations recently, bud.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh,
it's just that
it's not just me.
Okay, this is gonna be the worst thing in the entire world to deal with.
Yep.
This is the worst map that could conceivably happen on. I mean, this is just gonna be terrible. Please tell me you have an earthquake so we can level the playing field.
Not at all.
Oh, great. Oh, turns out
it's very bouncy.
Thanks, man. Right back to where we started.
No, I just wanted to get more well acquainted with the ball.
Oh, come on, really?
Oh no! Ole, ole.
Ole, 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 ole.
Are you much of a football fan?
Dude, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna take that as the most firm no I could ever imagine.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I kind of watched a little bit of the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, because it's like, it's a major cultural event. A major, pretty big deal. But no. But I feel like we should make up some football chants, just to feel like, we're part of the footy crew, as it were.
You're going home in the back of the team's bus.
Exactly.
That's a good one. Just in case you don't want to be outright threatening, you can just say, yeah, you're going to be going home in the back of the bus that you rode here in.
You're going back in a luxury coach. It doesn't have the sort of same ring to it, does it?
You're going home in the back of a maxi cab. I mean, it's also worth noting that, and I'm obviously not going to be the first person to make this realization, that ambulances don't take you home. You're going home in the back of an ambulance don't really make any lick of sense.
Well, I think they can, right?
Can they?
I mean, just this is a serious
If you live at the hospital, then yes, I guess they take you home.
Like that. If I mean, I don't even want to say this because this is going to bring the mood down so much. But if you're like, in like an end of life situation,
palliative
the ambulance will, palliative care. Like the ambulance will drive you to either your home, so you can like die in your home, or to like a hospice or something like that. I think that's how they do it. I don't know if that's like a full ambulance or like a minibus ambulance or something. But
is it like a final meal kind of sitch? Like, do you get to decide where you want to go? If so, where do you want to die?
Pretty sure that's definitely not how it works.
That's my question. And also, be very specific with your answer, because I have to tell an ambulance in a couple moments.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. Anyway, so we've got that chant. We've got the "you're going home in the back of an ambulance" chant. What about any other football chants? You got anything?
Well, I mean, we've already gone. Whoa!
No way.
Of course not. Yeah.
Just right back to that hole, honestly.
I mean, the other chants. I mean, the only football chant that I have, I guess, watched on TV, would have been drowned out by the Vuvuzelas, because that's the last time I really watched football.
The drowned out by what? Sorry.
Vuvuzelas.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember those?
No,
I can't even do an impression of it.
I mean, it was just like it. The problem is that it's just such an inhuman sound.
It's like the droning of 1,000 bees.
Oh.
Oh.
This is just the worst possible map in every single way.
You know, this map would be way better if the goals were on the bottom. No, I didn't even. I was doing the hand gesture for bottom, and then, which was, I guess, me actually like kind of swiping my hand across, and accidentally hit the spacebar, which fired off the shot.
Okay. Oh.
I don't know if I even need to compete here, because I think you're equally likely to score in my goal as you are in yours.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're actually spot on with that. I think you really are. I should have asked, but are you a big football fan? A big footy fan?
Not at all. Not even slightly. Good work, Ryan, you giant idiot.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
For what it's worth noting, mine's in a ditch and yours is on a hill. Like, come on.
Yep. I know. It's pretty unfair, but
Did you play any sports as a youngin? Because I played a lot of football as a youngin. And that is to say,
I played a lot of football.
the editorial note here for the Australians, I did not play much rugby, which we would typically think of as football. I played a lot of soccer. When I was a kid, it was called soccer here.
Soccer. That's just such a foreign name to me. It really is just.
As well, it should be.
It's
I've
strange.
adapted, but I do want to make it clear because my build is probably more leaning towards, or rather, at the very least, used to be more leaning towards rugby. I was a bit of a big boy, but but I was terrified of getting anywhere near the ball. So I remember the coach would just constantly take me aside and go, "You just need to stop thinking," and I was like, "How? That's not how that works."
Ooh. I know. It's rugby is a terrifying game, and I don't understand people who play it. No offense to anyone who plays rugby out there.
No offense meant,
you know.
but your lives are invalid, and I don't understand why you appreciate any of the things that you do. No offense meant, though.
Dude, like, you know, they say, like, every time, like, you knock your head, you lose, like, a certain number of brain cells. Now, I don't know how many brain cells you lose, right? But surely if you're, like, constantly, like, you know, knocking against other big boys, then you're gonna have, like, some brain cells that are gonna go away.
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE.
That's actually, yeah.
It
That's
might
what I
not be.
meant.
It might not be chronic. It might be cranial. Cranial traumatic. I don't remember what the C stands for, but yeah, yeah. A lot of people are effectively trading the last 40 years of their life for, a couple $1 million, couple cool $1 million for the couple of years in their 20 where they came play.
Well, it's like not even that, right? You can play rugby casually, right? And I imagine that even like casual rugby play would still sustain like a bunch of knocks, you know? Ooh.
Come on, this is the last turn I get to do this.
I mean,
Damn it.
There is no way I can deal with that. I'm interested to see how this weapon works. Okay, it worked pretty much as I thought it would. Not correctly.
I'm mortified. I effectively get to tie it up in this shot or fail. Yeet. No!
Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry for you. That was that real shame, that one.
I appreciate the sincerity.
Oh, I don't even think that was a particularly bad mode, but it was a particularly bad map.
If we
Like,
ever do that mode again, we should choose the map manually.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Speaking of, that would have to be in the future. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. His name has been Orbital Potato. There is a playlist in the description down below, or in fact, 3 different playlists in the description down below with all of our past, history, and present in ShellShock Live, as well as, of course, a link to the channel of my lovely co-host here. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Bye.